Okay, here we are again. Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for this important storm weather update. Here with me today is New Jersey State Police Acting Superintendent and State Director of Emergency Management, David Sorotowicz, Department of Transportation Acting Commissioner, Priya Jain, President and CEO of New Jersey Transit and Executive Director of New Jersey Turnpike Authority, Chris Calori, and New Jersey Board of Public Utilities Director of Reliability and Security, Frank Gaffney. So I have just declared a state of emergency effective at noon tomorrow, Sunday, February 22nd, for all 21 counties in New Jersey, as we prepare for dangerous winter weather conditions from Sunday into Monday. This includes heavy snow, especially along the coast, extremely high winds, and coastal flooding. Blizzard warnings are in effect along coastal New Jersey for the first time since 2022. So I know we just got through a historic winter storm just a few weeks ago. We all did it together by heeding warnings, staying off the roads, and taking public safety seriously. Now we have another serious winter storm on our hands, and my top priority is your safety. So I am urging you to make plans to stay off the road Sunday through Monday. That means today is the day to get the water you need, to get the food you need, go to the grocery store, so you can stay off the roads tomorrow and Monday. I was briefed late this morning by the National Weather Service, and here's what we are expecting. Across New Jersey, we expect between 10 to 20 inches of snow. The heaviest snow right now is expected along the coast. The heaviest snowfall is expected between Sunday night and Monday morning. Snowfall during this time could reach 2 inches per hour. Winds will be much stronger than the storm in January, between 35 and 50 miles an hour. The strongest winds are expected Sunday night into Monday morning, especially along the coast, where gusts could reach up to 55 miles per hour. So what you should be hearing is these are very dangerous driving conditions. So please plan to stay off the roads. We're taking precautions. We're making preparations. Our State Emergency Operations Center will be activated and staffed throughout the duration of the storm to support all 21 of our counties. The Lieutenant Colonel will speak more about that next. I've directed our transportation heads on their preparedness plans, including to clear snow on the Parkway and the Turnpike as quickly as possible. We saw their incredible work in January, and I just want to thank everyone in advance. There are going to be some long nights here, but I really appreciate the dedication of all of our public workers. Also, we're closely monitoring the situation to make a determination about commercial vehicles on state highways. We'll provide that information as soon as we have it. New Jersey Transit is closely tracking the forecast and will be making service recommendations as we continue to get more information. The Board of Public Utilities is actively coordinating with utility providers to be prepared for any potential outages. This storm faces more risks than the last one because of the blizzard conditions and the heavy winds. Additional crews and mutual aid are being sent in and will be working around the clock to support residents. So I said it last time, and I'll say it again. We need to be prepared. We need to be safe. Get water, get all of your charging done with your devices, stay off the roads. We're getting a lot of snow and extremely high winds. Sunday night to Monday morning, stay off the roads. This will not only keep you safe, but it will help all of our public workers clear the roads as quickly as possible. Any emergency responders will be able to get where they need to go as safely and quickly as possible. So please, stay off the roads. Keep those devices charged. If you can, plan to stay home on Monday. And for those of you who can't, consider sheltering in place at work if you need to be at work. check on your neighbors, and go to ready.nj.gov for more information. I'm urging you again, do what you got to do now. There's a great hockey game on in the Olympics tomorrow. U.S. is going for the gold. Stay at home and watch that if you don't have anything else you could do, a puzzle, eat some chili. But whatever you do, try to stay home tomorrow and off the road. So thank you. I'm going to turn the program over now to our Acting Superintendent of the State Police, Lieutenant Colonel David Sirotowicz. Thank you. Thanks, Colonel.
Thank you, Governor. Good afternoon, everybody. And I want to thank the Governor, all my partners here, and everybody that will be working, again, as the Governor said, long hours. It is all greatly appreciated. As the Governor stated, we are looking at blizzard warnings issued for the eastern coast of New Jersey, and the last time we had this was in January of 2022. This means we can see sustained winds of 35 to 50 miles an hour, combined with blowing snow. Visibility of less than a quarter mile can occur, and all of this will be for over 3 hours. So think about that. Blowing winds, low visibility, a sustained over 3 hours. The rest of the state will remain under a winter storm warning. This means that we will not have the same strength of blowing snow, but the storm will still be very impactful throughout the entire state. As of now, snow totals, as the Governor said, from Sunday into Monday range from 10 to 20 inches throughout the entire state. We could see potentially 2 inches of snow per hour. The highest amounts of snow are expected to be in our coastal counties. It is important that you monitor your local weather to ensure you are up to date with your local weather report. I've ordered, from a state OEM perspective, the SEOC, the State Emergency Operations Center, to be activated starting tomorrow at noon to a level 2 activation. It will remain activated throughout the entire storm. By doing this, it allows all local, county, and state partners to remain connected with the state, so we can coordinate response efforts, monitor all traffic throughout the state, and monitor traffic throughout our state partners as well. Our function from an OEM perspective is to monitor impacts to travel, impacts to utilities, and public safety throughout the state, as well as share statewide situational awareness reports in connection to all municipal, county, and state partners. This includes any major incidents that may happen throughout the state and ensures we are solving complex problems in real time with all of our partners. We'll be in regular contact with representatives from the National Weather Service. We continue to get briefings from them for any changes in the weather along the way. We will coordinate with all 21 counties to provide them with the most up-to-date information for their municipalities in real time. The SEOC will also be monitoring for any requests, any state assistance that may be needed throughout our state. We also have search and rescue personnel available should need be. This includes snowmobiles, high-wheeled vehicles, which all enhance our response capabilities to help any problems anywhere throughout our state. We will also be supplementing our state patrols with additional personnel from the state police from various specialized units, putting them out on the road to ensure safety of anybody that may be out there. Tips for our residents: please make sure your preparations are done now. As the Governor said, get what you need to now. Fill your vehicle with gas. Charge your cell phones and any devices you may have. Check on the elderly. As we always say, this is a community. Our state is a community. Ensure the elderly, your neighbors, your friends, your loved ones are safe and they have what they need now. If you don't have to travel, I can't stress this enough, please don't travel. Allow our emergency vehicles and our plows to do what they need to do as safe as possible. If you see an emergency vehicle with their lights activated on the side of the roadway, please move over and allow them to do their job. You can also visit NJ211 for updated Code Blue information, which can help if you need a warming center near you. That information is updated in real time. Also, as the Governor said, please visit readynewjersey.gov for all of our updated information. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Lieutenant Colonel. And next, I'm going to have President and CEO of New Jersey Transit, Chris Calori.
Thank you, Governor. As always, thank you for your extraordinary leadership as we prepare for yet another storm. I just want to, if it's okay, I'm going to do the Turnpike first. Regardless whether you're on the Turnpike or New Jersey Transit, our primary focus is to make sure our riders and our customers are safe. As the Governor has said, and as the Colonel has said, we want to make sure we get everybody on the roads and our trains safely to their destinations. But if you can not use the system so we can actually get through the storm that would be really appreciated. On the Turnpike, our biggest concern this time is going to be on the Parkway because of the high winds. We expect a lot of blizzard conditions, so we've already started putting out signs on the Turnpike and the Parkway, warning people to stay off the road starting Sunday night if possible. And we will obviously advise the Governor on any developments on speed restrictions or others as the conditions warrant. We have 1,600 people and we have 100,000 tons of salt ready, and we're able to respond to any of the conditions that arise. On New Jersey Transit, our primary concern is to make sure we run a good service tomorrow all the way through the night into Sunday night on the trains. On buses and on light rail, we expect to run a service, but we want to make sure we monitor the conditions on the system because, as you can imagine, a lot of our buses go on the local roads, and our light rail system runs on local streets. So we will monitor that situation to see what service changes we have to put in place. On Portal, I want to make sure I emphasize where we are. We are going to work with Amtrak over the next 24 hours to make sure that we prepare to protect the switches and other systems that are being built on Portal Bridge to just make sure we can get back to working as soon as the snow event is over. We intend to cross-honor system-wide within our buses, light rail, and trains through the snowstorm, and our cross-honoring on path and ferries continue for regular service for people who are using the M&E line and the Hoboken and the Montclair Direct. Again, I want to make sure that I emphasize the Governor's point. This is about the safety of our residents. The sooner we can get the system back up, the better it is for all of us. But in order for us to do that, we need the time and space to do just that. So we really appreciate your cooperation. And one last ask of our counties and municipalities. We run 15,000 daily bus trips on buses. We move 500,000 trips on that. In order for us to do that, we need to make sure the bus shelters are cleared of snow. No point in running a bus service if those bus shelters are full of snow and mounds of snow where people can't stand safely. So as the event progresses, we're going to stay in touch with them, but I'm respectfully asking our municipal and county partners to help us now to make sure we can get back our bus service in time for the rush hour commute Monday afternoon and certainly Tuesday. Thank you. Thank you, Governor.
Thanks so much. Next, we have Acting Commissioner of New Jersey Department of Transportation, Priya Jain.
Thank you, Governor, for your leadership and planning efforts to make sure that the state is prepared for the storm. New Jersey DOT has been monitoring the forecast and coordinating our response with other transportation agencies. NJDOT will be activating our crews and contractors Saturday evening ahead of the storm, so they will be in position and ready to address the forecasted winter weather when it arrives. New Jersey DOT has up to 3,400 NJDOT and contractor spreaders and plows that can be deployed to keep the interstate and state highways clear. We have about 350,000 tons of salt on hand and about 3,500 personnel ready to be deployed when for the storm. We will plow those and salt the road as soon as we are able to. SJTA has 83 plows, dump trucks, and loaders to keep the Atlantic City Expressway clear. They have about 3,800 tons of salt. Crews will be working around the clock through the storm and after the storm passes to ensure that the roads are clear and safe. With snow expected to be heaviest overnight Sunday and into Monday, we agree and recommend that people stay off the roads so our crews can do their jobs to clear roads and get everyone back to their work and to their whatever else needs to be done for them. NJDOT will deploy our inclined packages assets tomorrow afternoon on I-280 and I-78 at Jugtown Mountain between exits 7 and 11, where hilly conditions often lead to disabled vehicles. The inclined packages include NJDOT plows and spreaders, pre-positioning towing assets, New Jersey DOT safety service patrol and trucks, and coordination with New Jersey State Police. So stay safe, and as my colleagues have said, please go ahead, take care of things that you need to take care of today.
Thank you. And finally, Frank Gaffney, the Director of Reliability and Security at the Board of Public Utilities.
Thank you, Governor, and we thank you for your leadership in this. Board staff is in close contact with the electric distribution companies and will be activated for the remainder of this event. This is a snow event that will impact the entire state. Please stay off of the roads so that utility crews can reach any outages and the roads can be cleared. The utilities have assured us they are prepared for this event. They are holding crews and calling in additional staffing, including mutual aid. They cannot go up in the bucket trucks if the wind is above 39 miles per hour, so they'll have to wait till some of the gusts subside before they're able to go up and make some repairs. Please report any outages to the utilities. Do not assume that someone else has reported the outage. Stay away from and far away from and report any downed wires. If you use a generator, please do so safely. We will remain in touch with the utilities and our other state partners. We want everyone to be safe and are grateful for the utility workers. They will be out in the snow making these needed repairs. Thank you.
Thank you. So I just want to remind everyone, if you've seen one storm, you've seen one storm. This is going to be a different one, blizzard conditions, high winds. But what you can expect to continue is the hard work and dedication of all the public servants here in New Jersey. So without further ado, I will turn it over to Q&A from the press team.
Obviously, we'll make service calls as the weather develops tomorrow. As I said, it is our expectation that we will run a full service on bus, light rail, and trains into tomorrow. And should the weather allow us to continue into Monday morning, we will do that. But again, this is something that we have to monitor very closely. I want to be crystal clear, and I've never shied away from saying the following. I see no point in running a service if we're going to have people stuck with no heat, no electricity between train stations, and we have to go rescue them. Ultimately, we care about the safety of our residents, not just because we randomly want to provide a service, but because it sounds good. We will only do it, and my recommendation to the governor will be based on the weather conditions and our ability to provide that kind of a service safely. So we'll make the call as the weather progresses.
And due to the weather conditions you're discussing, has there ever been discussion of a travel ban on New Jersey Turnpike or Parkway?
Right. Look, I mean, obviously, we in the last storm, the governor allowed us to do speed reductions, which was an important development. Turnpike operates very differently because it's an interstate highway, and Parkway operates as a local road. So this storm, especially, as the governor mentioned, has very different characteristics on the coastline as compared to the main line. So the coastal conditions may precipitate a different response to the Parkway than the Turnpike. So we will make those decisions and those recommendations to the governor again, based on the weather conditions.
All these disruptions that we have already going into the city on certain lines with crossover, now we're going to have all the storm conditions going into Monday. We've got affecting things like 2 hours, causing delays for people.
Look, let me first of all thank the residents, and the governor has said that directly to our residents, and I want to amplify this. We understand that the Portal Bridge, while it is a good thing in the long term for the resident, has led to service disruptions and has led to frustrations. I'll be the first to admit that this is not something that we want to do. It's something that we have to do for the good of the people. When the Portal Bridge started, I said that the weather conditions and safety considerations will be the two conditions that could change our service ability to provide service. Certainly tomorrow is a weather condition that will determine what kind of service we can provide on Monday. But I think I want to make sure that the residents, they heeded the governor's advice last storm, and I'm respectfully asking them to heed the governor's advice this storm, which is if you can work from home on Monday, you should. And if we're able to provide a service safely, we will.
And do you have any idea what time we might make that call about Monday?
Well, look, it's not my decision. My job is to recommend to the governor, and she will, as the head of the state, make the decision.
We are going to closely monitor the storm, and we'll be getting information out to everyone, including our commuters, as quickly as possible. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Thank you.